And he got big booty joohee chilling over there, and he don't want to slap them cheeks.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess we can get into it now where, or you know what? They do the strike team, right? He has the idea of getting the strike team.
Right.
Uh
Well, Jinho offers him the deal, right?
yeah, which he turned down at first. Why? I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
Why he would
Like,
have
that's your
originally.
boy. You guys ride
You
together.
can train doing all
Yeah.
those.
Like,
Um.
and he eventually comes around to that,
Yeah.
which is fine. But it's like, dude, maybe you need to spend a couple more points on intellect because you are dumb as shit, bro.
Right.
You are
Because from the
stupid
from the
as fuck.
jump, he offered a shit ton of money too.
Jinwoo is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like every time he like his first initial reaction is always a stupid one.
Yeah, and this is kind of a big jump, but how is no one noticing this nigga changing? You know what I mean? Like
At this point, they're
how the
not. Yeah,
even at episode 7, by episode 7, it's like how the fuck does no one see this shit? Like how
yeah,
like I get that some people already have, but it's like nobody else. Like there's no like
yeah.
they're clearing these dungeons at one point, and it's like, dude, they track all the dungeons. They know who's all in those groups. Like,
But that's
how
when they
can you
start to
not put
figure
that
it
shit
out when they're
together?
clearing all the dungeons.
Well,
So
that's
I
when
don't
one
think that's a
person
good
figures it out.
example. Yeah. But they only showed that one person talking about it. I'm sure more people are slowly figuring it out,
Slow,
and they
but that's
bring
what
it
I'm
up a
saying.
couple
It's like
times.
one by one,
Yeah.
slowly people are figuring out when it's like, how does not everybody
But
know
I
by
think
now?
that was, and that's another reason why the strike team is a good idea for him to join because now you can kind of hide and say, "Oh, we have a whole team doing it. It's not just me."
Yeah, but then
So
you
you can
see the
kind of
team
hide
that
your
they
power,
picked.
right? But you know what I mean? Like you could say the team that I picked is trash, but when you see this E rank who's known for being the weakest E rank in history is on the team, you're not gonna suspect he's
But they're
double.
just clearing
He had a
dungeons.
awakening. Just
But they're
saying,
just
man.
they're just they're taking out dungeons in like
All right.
days.
Yeah, I mean they are. Yeah. But that's when people start to figure it out.
But
Like it's
that's
like,
only one person who figures it out.
but they only showed his perspective. You don't think there's other people watching who figured it out? They
No,
just haven't showed yet.
no.
So you think everybody's just in the
So you're
dark?
just assuming out of your brain that
Yep,
other people have already figured it out
that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah,
with no evidence.
no evidence,
Okay.
none
Zero
whatsoever.
statistics on that.
100%. That's a
But I'm saying
statistic,
something from the perspective of what we
dude.
know.
At least 75% of people have figured it out.
Yeah.
That's a real statistic I just made up. 75%
That's
of
a
people in that world have figured out that Jinwoo has reawakened. That's a real
right.
statistic I just made up right now.
Right. Which you're great at power systems. How would you describe
Phenomenal.
reawakening?
All right, yeah. So essentially, when they first awaken, they go do this hunter exam. And when they do the hunter exam, they get their hunter cards. And that's how they first start with their reawakened powers. Then, when they have a reawakening, there's like a scar that appears on every single person who reawakens. And it really enhances their power. Sometimes their body temp goes up, sometimes other things happen. They have really cool techniques like
Ah.
water breathing and shit like that, love breathing, all that kind of stuff. But that's how the power system
Oh.
works in solo leveling. Like it's really cool. It's really cool. I
Cool.
have a great understanding of it.
Nice. So
Yeah.
that's the reawakening process. Okay.
That's exactly how it works, man.
All
Just fucking
right.
ask a pro, you know?
Ask a
I
pro.
know ask a pro. I know this shit.
Yeah.
Shoot me DMs, guys. I'll always answer your power system questions. I know them all.
Right. But 7 through 12, he's still grinding. He's going through all those dungeons.
Right.
The,
And
you know,
I mean, like people started to figure it out. Like even one armed dude figured it out.
well, he figured out when he saw it.
Yeah, he doesn't know about the reawakening thing. Like that, like when they got
He
out.
just saw that they had
Yeah,
he had an arm and he had a
right.
leg and he,
Right. Like, but he figured no, but I mean like when they go into the second raid and he fucks dude up.
yeah,
He's
who
like, "Oh
wouldn't figure that
shit,
shit out?
something weird happened." I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus, he just whooped that nigga's ass. But he didn't even realize that until he jumped in, right?
Yeah.
Because
Well, he saw something earlier. He's like, I don't recognize you. Like, you look different. Like you definitely have been training and doing like
He's like,
he
"Yeah, you
knew
look,"
something was going on.
but they're still playing
Yeah,
dumb.
squeezing the
He's
muscles,
like, "Wow, you
squeezing the
grew an arm
muscles.
and a leg. You're
Also,
working out, aren't you?"
they got to be doing this on purpose, right? They got to be bringing all these people who went through the double dungeon back together on purpose, right?
Yeah,
Like 3 seasons from now, we're gonna find out that there's like a master puppet master behind the scenes, and he's like, "Oh,
he's the
I
system.
know what's going on, and I'm
Yeah,
bringing all these people together, and I'm the one sending it out." Like it's gonna be
right.
some big supercomputer or some shit like that.
I will tell you what, if I was in that double dungeon raid and came out with my arm chopped the fuck off, and then I saw Mr. Jinwoo walking around with a leg and an arm after
You're gonna
watching him
steal his
get
arm.
sliced the fuck up,
You're gonna
I'd
steal
be
his
like,
arm.
"What kind of juice were you drinking, good sir? What
He
kind of
did ask
nursing
him.
did you get, good sir?"
He's like, "Oh, you got
But
healed,"
he was very
which
lighthearted.
actually,
He
but
was
yeah,
lighthearted about it.
so I didn't think about that.
I'd be pissed.
So if I'm this motherfucker and I got one
Yeah,
arm and
one
I'm
arm.
out there, keep in mind, I got out sooner.
Sooner. He booked it. He said, "I'm sorry, Jinwoo, I'm out."
He got out sooner and he's like, "Oh, you must have got a healer." He's like, "I couldn't get to a healer in time." Nigga, you got out sooner. What do you mean you didn't get to a healer in time?
They just played it off like this nigga grew an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
And that doesn't tell you, holy
Stupid
shit,
fucking show. Stupid fucking show. It's
this motherfucker
irresponsible.
reawakened.
Yeah, granted, I don't think reawakening is like a publicly known thing yet at this point.
But still,
But you would think they would understand
something. You would think
something.
something's up.
Yeah. So maybe
But
they
they
don't
say
know
it.
it's a real like they do later on.
I was about to say the old man knew about a reawakening.
No, I think it's just one of those things where it's like when they said reawakening, did you understand what they were talking about without them having to explain it?
No, but if I would hear that there was a phenomena called reawakening, and then I saw a nigga who lost his
Yeah.
arm and his
I'd
leg
I'd
pull
be
up
able
the
to
next
piece it
day.
together. And I think that's what happened. I think he just pieced it together in the moment when they said
Right.
the term. He's like, "Oh, that makes sense."
Yeah, because he's like,
You
this
know what
nigga
I
grew
mean?
an arm. He's fucking
Yeah.
his dick is 10
But
inches
but
bigger.
I don't think reawakening is a public knowledge thing.
I'll give you that, but the
Yeah.
association knows about it.